Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for joining in. In this video, you will learn how to run Amazon ads in a simple way. So before I begin, there are like three types of campaign types. As you can see, one is the sponsored product campaign, sponsored brand, and sponsored display. So majority of your budget should be going to sponsored product campaign because that's where your money is. Most of the sellers make majority of their revenue from sponsored product campaign. And sponsored brand and sponsored display is one is for getting brand awareness. Second one is where you can retarget your customers through these ads. So let's begin with sponsored product campaign. So just click create campaign over here and add one of your product. Don't add two or any other multiple number of products in one single campaign. Just add one of your product and that's it. So once you do that, you scroll down. As you can see, you have targeting section. Under targeting section, you have automatic targeting and manual targeting. So let's begin with automatic targeting. Just scroll down. Over here you have automatic targeting section, set default bids and set bids by targeting group. You can just go ahead with set a default bid and whatever Amazon is suggesting, you can just go ahead with that. But my suggestion is just click set bids by targeting group. Here you have a little bit control, right? Amazon automatic targeting, the sponsored product automatic targeting doesn't have much control anyway. So a little bit of control what you have over here is just click set bids by targeting groups. You have 4 different targeting groups and you just need to click the suggested bids because 3 rupees sometimes is too less to get that good amount of impressions. So just click all the suggested bid which Amazon is suggesting you. And once you do that, you scroll down. You can ignore negative keyword targeting, which is very optional, and this is also optional. You can ignore that. It won't affect your campaign at any chance. And this is one important thing where most of the sellers and vendors lose a lot of money when they create an auto campaign. Initially, Amazon just sets it by default. Amazon dynamic bids up and down. So in simple words, they literally eat your money with just dynamic bids up and down. This is very useful when you're scaling your campaign. Your campaign is already performing really good. That's when you switch to dynamic bids up and down. But since you're just beginning your auto campaign, I would highly suggest you to just click dynamic bids down only. So here your cost is controlled and you of course get your conversion. Did I say of course? Anyways, so just click dynamic bids down only and just scroll to bid adjustments. This part you can completely ignore, guys. Just ignore it. And scroll down to campaign name. You can set your campaign name. I'll just leave it as it is. And give a good daily budget. I will definitely recommend you to go to the suggested daily budget. Always do that. And you can launch your automatic campaign. Now, let's go ahead and create a manual campaign. So I will begin from first. Just hold on. Once you come over here again, you click create campaign. It's the same way, right? We just add one of your product, and okay. And guys, you can enter a list of ASINs if you want to, and also you can upload a CSV template. That's an option. But most of your products will be coming up over here. If it's not coming up over here, just click this drop down. Maybe click global store settings, store listings, and your product might show up. So once you do that, you click to manual targeting. Here you have 2 types of manual targeting. One is keyword targeting and second one is product targeting. Let's begin with keyword. You scroll down and you have a list of keywords which Amazon suggests, right? You can add all of these. This is something which Amazon really helps you. You don't need a lot of keyword tools when you're a beginner. You just need this, which is great. So I would recommend you 2 keyword keyword tools. One is the Google Keyword Planner. It's best, it's free, it's amazing. And the second one is paid version. It's called Helium 10. It's amazing as well. I use Helium 10 as of now, but I began my Amazon journey with Google Keyword Planner. It's amazing. I still use it and I still use this as well. This section, I don't leave it at all. because sometimes these keywords what Amazon suggests are the one which will also be available in the Google Keyword Planner, will also be available in Helium 10 as well. So these are great. And one suggestion what I would definitely want you guys to apply is uncheck this broad match filter, because broad match again consumes your money. So just please uncheck that, and you can add phrase match and exact match keywords. So let me add few keywords, remove this as well, this category. We don't want any category to be added in the keyword. So let's say for example, pickle, phrase match and exact match. I will add chili pickle, let's say, add these as well. So once you do that, it's the same thing, you continue. So make sure you shift to dynamic bids down only, and scroll down, leave this as it is, and give your campaign name and a good daily budget. And that's it, you created a manual keyword targeting campaign. Let's go ahead and create a manual product targeting campaign. So over here it's the same, guys. This you have to do the same thing over here. I'm just going to scroll up, and here you go. Instead of keyword targeting, I'm going to check product targeting. Here you can add a category and individual ASINs of your competitors. So here you can add a category and you can refine the category over here. Once you click refine, you can select which brand you want to target your ads to. So let's say Mother's Recipe is a brand, is my competitor, and you can give a price range. So Mother's Recipe, if the price range between 300 to let's say 500 rupees is what I want to target. And this is set according to your brand and your pricing. And once you do that, this is an interesting thing which I really like. You can target those ASINs which are having 0 to 3 stars. Let's say your product has a 4.2, 4.5 or 5-star rating, and you target these 3-star rating products. You have a better chance of winning, right? You have a better chance to get conversion, orders and all that. So shipping section, you can just keep it all, don't do anything else, and then click add. That's it, and you go, there you go. So individual product section, you come over here. The first thing what you should do is click exact match and uncheck the expanded, because expanded acts like a broad match in keywords. So once you do that, you select all your ASINs over here. See, since you can't rely on Google Keyword Planner in selecting ASINs or products of your competitor. So most of the time, even I select from this as well. Since I have Helium 10, there you can obviously do some ASIN research of your competitors and add them from Helium 10. But this, what they give, like 199 products, which is suggesting me to add, you can add most of them into your campaign. So I will basically select those ASINs which are having, say, like 4 stars, and sometimes some ASINs don't even have any star rating. So these are the ASINs which I will be definitely focusing on. This only has 1 star rating. If you have like 30 to 40 star ratings in your product, I will definitely target these type of ASINs. So that's the logic, right? So once you do that, it's the same, you just come and launch the campaign. And that's it, guys. That's how you create a sponsored product campaign. So now let's move ahead and create a sponsored brand campaign. So now let's go ahead and create a sponsored brand campaign. So once you click create campaign, you have 3 different types of goals. So just set it by default, which Amazon is suggesting you drive page visits. I would select that, and then give a campaign name and a daily budget. Once you give a daily budget, you have 3 different ad formats. First one is product collection ad, second one is store spotlight and video. So please ignore store spotlight, because this store spotlight is where you redirect your customers to the brand store, right? You don't redirect them to the product detail page. So I would completely ignore the store spotlight, because it's literally a way where Amazon makes a little bit more money. So I am mentioning this a lot of times, and it's true, because I've tried and tested these type of campaigns, and I just want to be honest. So just click product collection ad or a collection ad, And Amazon has launched this new type of sponsored brand campaign where you can run an auto campaign and forget about it. It's just like how sponsored product campaign was. So I will definitely recommend you to select manual campaign. If this option is not available, forget it. It's just set to manual. So once you click manual, you can just add 3 of your products, because to create a sponsored product collection ad, you need minimum 3 products to run. So once you do that, you can select a title for your ad. I will choose a standard template, explore the collection, and scroll down. Here you make sure you add your brand logo, your brand name and stuff. After that, you have the same thing what we saw in sponsored product ads, like for example keyword targeting and product targeting. Same logic. The same logic applies over here as well. You will have a list of keywords which will be coming up over here. Make sure you uncheck broad match type, and then select this don't increase bids for audience, because that's another way where you will be spending a little bit extra. So placements, you will definitely keep it 0. See, when I will increase this placement is once you get 20 to 30 orders in a month for a sponsored brand campaign, that's when I increase top of search placements. Because since you're beginning a campaign, I would definitely not recommend you to add any type of placements over here. So you can submit for review for product collection ad. So if you ask me how does a product collection ad look, so I searched for shoes in Amazon and this brand popped up. This is basically a product collection ad. If I click on to this particular product, it goes to the product detail page of this competitor, and I have no idea why it's not going. Anyway, so let's get back to video campaign. I don't want to cover store spotlight ad because it's a complete useless ad. Definitely would not recommend you to run this. A video campaign is very useful. It's very important as well for brand awareness, and most of the brands do this. So once you're in the stage where you're getting consistent orders, that's when you launch a sponsored brand video campaign. I would also recommend you to start also with sponsored brand video campaign along with your sponsored product campaign, which is really good, right? So once you click video, you click product detail page. I would definitely not suggest you to click on to store on Amazon, because just trust me guys, I'll tell you one small reason. Because the moment you start driving traffic to your brand store, they will have multiple options. Obviously they might select 1 or 2 products of your other products, or there are high chances where they might be like, oh, man, there's a lot of options. You give a lot of options to your customers, they'll be confused and they will exit. It's really proven, that's how it is. But if you stick to one of your product, just you're adding one video of one of your product and you stick to that, and then you redirect that customer to that specific landing page, you have better conversion. Trust me. And then you just select one of your product, and then you scroll down. Once you scroll down, you have ads. This section is not loading. Okay, there you go. Here is where you add your video. Once you add your video, you can choose again the same logic, keyword and product targeting. So before that, I just want to cover up again over here. You can add a video up to 45 seconds. Don't add any video more than 45 seconds. Make sure your video is crisp, which should be under 45 seconds. Anything above 45 seconds, the Amazon won't take it up. It will not even upload. So once you add the video, you add your keywords. Once you add your keywords, again, over here, you can just set it increase bids by audience. You can just click don't increase and uncheck aim keep average cost per click. You don't want all this to be checked. This is another way where Amazon makes money. So that's it. You upload a video, you add the keywords, and great, you have officially created a sponsored brand video campaign. So what we covered today in sponsored brand is product collection ad, which is this product collection ad, and video ad. So I want to show you quickly a video ad if it pops up. Let's say, I think this is a video ad. Yes, this is basically a video ad. Don't wanna play this. Okay, that's a video ad. And now let's go ahead and create a sponsored display campaign. I'll see you there. So we have come to the last section of this tutorial, how to run sponsored display ad. So in order to do that, just click create campaign. Once you do that, you have to obviously name your campaign name and give it a good daily budget. So for daily budget, I told you in sponsored brand campaign, somewhere close to 500 to 1000 rupees. For display, you can actually start somewhere close to 700 to 1000 rupees, because here you are retargeting those people who have viewed your product and also who have purchased your product. So there's a little bit on a higher side. There's a little bit higher side that you might get a better conversion. But again, in display, you might also have higher expenses because sometimes display campaign doesn't work if you don't do it properly. So I will show you how to run a display campaign where you don't lose out on a lot of money. So here it suggests me to just go ahead with 1000 rupees. I will just do that. So you scroll down. Very important this thing is always click conversion, don't click page visits or reach. So one difference I would like to explain is if you select a reach and page visits, your cost per type, the cost model is basically CPC over here, and CPC same for page visits, but for reach it is VCPM. So VCPM is basically cost per 1000 impressions. We know it by CPM, basically here Amazon calls it VCPM, views per 1000 impressions. So just click conversion and then you scroll down. Uncheck this, very important, uncheck all these Amazon money eating strategies. Anyways, first let's create an image campaign and then we'll move on to video campaign. You go ahead and click one of your product and then you scroll down. And then you again uncheck reach audiences who are likely interested in your ad. Please uncheck that. And over here, manual targeting, just click add. And over here, first let me show you how to create a product targeting campaign. So how we did it in sponsored product campaign, right, where we added individual products and we targeted those products. So the same way, contextual is basically a fancy name for product targeting. So contextual targeting, here you go. You can add a set of categories and also individual product ASINs. So you do the same way how we did for sponsored product campaign. And then you have remarketing audience. Remarketing is basically you can do, there are two types. One is views and one is purchase. So what is views? So people or customers who have viewed your product, who have gone to your product detail page but have not made a purchase, those are the customers you will be targeting. And also you can give a date range. So in last 30 days, in last 14 days or last 7 days. So if you ask me what's the best look back window, this is called a look back window. 30 or 60 days is pretty good. But you can start with 30 and then you can also test with 60 days. It's good. So don't select advertised product. Sometimes the cost goes really high. You can select some related categories over here. And also you can browse few categories here as well. And for purchase remarketing, you have to come over here. What is purchase remarketing? So people who have already bought your product and you want to retarget those customers again to buy your product. So you click purchase, and again the look back window is also same. Here the only difference between purchase and views over here is, see, in views you have like 90 days look back window, but in purchase you have like 365 days. You can retarget somebody who would have bought your product like a year back, which is really cool, right? It's amazing. So and then you select your categories Honestly, stick to this. This is really good. And then you come back, you have in-market audiences. In-market also is one of the way, in-market is basically like a category, you can say, but not a category. I don't know how to explain this, but make sure you have only one or two in-market and interest lifestyle audience, because this is something where Amazon takes a little bit higher money. I would stick to contextual and remarketing audience. In-market and interest and lifestyle audiences I wouldn't go for, honestly. So let me know if you want me to make another video where I can explain you guys in-market and interest-based lifestyle audiences, if that's what you guys want to. But in this video, I'm not going to cover up or go in depth. It's going to be a longer video, but stick to these two guys: contextual targeting, which is basically product targeting, and remarketing audiences, where you have views remarketing and purchase remarketing. And once you do that, okay, let me do just add, okay, and then click. This is basically a views remarketing campaign. And once you do that, boom, you can see you don't even need to add anything over here. You can launch your campaign, but I would definitely suggest you to add your logo, a good headline, probably an image, right? It'll all help you, and the more you add for your for these ads and make it more, beautiful, you might get better conversion. That's the logic. So that's how you create a views remarketing. Same for purchase remarketing, and contextual targeting is basically product targeting. And then let me cover up the last section, the video, sponsored display video campaign. This is the same how we create for a sponsored brand campaign. You can literally take the sponsored brand campaign and run a sponsored display campaign. That's it. So you do the same thing. You add one of your product, you scroll down and add the video. Okay, the question is, where do I add the video? Okay, so the same contextual remarketing and in-market audiences, everything is over here. But for me, there is no option to add the video. That's very funny. You will definitely you'll definitely have a section where you can add the video. Okay, there you go. I think, did you guys see video? Or this is literally, I just saw it right now. So anyways, this is where you add your video. And the specs is almost the same as sponsored brand campaign. I think, again, just add the video under, you can see over here, length should be under 6 to 45 seconds. All the video specs is given you over here. Even for the brand also, you will find the video guidelines, and you can launch the campaign. That's it. That's how simple it is to run a sponsored display campaign. Let me know, guys, in the comment section down below if I made this video very easy for you guys. Honestly, there are a lot of complicated videos there in YouTube. You can find them, but I just wanted to make a simple video on how to create Amazon ads. And that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe, and really helps to grow my channel. And see you in the next one. Let me know what is the next video I should make on, and really helps. See you in the next one.